City of San Jose is training AI to spot homeless encampment.
I'm wondering how long it's going to be until there's like some Boston Dynamics robots running around beating up homeless people.
I'm not a big fan of, as we call him, Mayor Ed 209.
Very apt, the last bullet point you put there. Welcome to the dystopia.
A judge throws out Elon Musk's lawsuit against an anti-hate group.
I hope that the CCDH did not have to spend a whole lot on this lawsuit.
This guy just thought he was going to sue somebody for reporting on what his website was going to do. But this is also good because he was threatening to sue Media Matters for a while. You know, if this is any indication of how that would go, then maybe he's not going to do that. But also he could have just been high. I'm Dave. I'm the producer, co-producer, I suppose, of this show and the producer of all the other shows here on Echoplex Media. Whether or not that's a good thing is up to your interpretation. Check out our website, echoplexmedia.com, buy a hat or something. I don't know. So my first story is going to be one of those, some of these have been coming around lately where we call it crossing the streams around here, where this is a story that's probably going to end up on our local news show Down Ballot as well. City of San Jose is training AI to spot homeless encampments. Yeah, you heard that right. That's a pretty dystopian use of AI, if you ask me. For the past few months, the city has been using AI to detect campers and tents with people living in them. This is the first known experiment of its kind. City employees are driving a car around with a single camera through San Jose District 10, which is mostly South San Jose, and they're doing it like every few weeks. The data is then examined by a computer system, and if you could imagine, housing advocates are concerned. What do you guys think?
I'm wondering how long it's going to be until there's like some Boston Dynamics robots running around beating up homeless people.
Remember Ed 209 in RoboCop?
Yeah.
That's we talk about that a lot on Down Ballot. We call San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan. We call him Mayor Ed 209 because we're just waiting for him to unleash Ed 209 on the people he thinks shouldn't be in San Jose. I was thinking. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was thinking the Black Mirror episode where it had the dog robot that went and was killing everybody. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good episode.
Little robot dogs running around murdering homeless people.
So
yeah, it fits with Boston Dynamics dogs.
Something like this could have gone the other way, though. You know, it could have been that they could have used some kind of machine learning model to figure out where people were to get them services. But it doesn't seem like that's the point here. I think it's going to try to identify encampments to be cleared out, because that's been the history of San Jose as far as this stuff goes. So I'm not a big fan of, as we call him, Mayor Ed 209. I wasn't before. And, the fact that this is going on, it doesn't surprise me. And I'm going to be really interested to see what the councilman has to say about this, probably tomorrow night or yesterday as you're listening to this. More dystopian shit. It's like everybody's, they're like, oh, we're going to use AI to change the world and make everybody's life better. I'm like, no, you're not. You're using it to fucking chase down homeless people.
Yeah. And they're already literally using it to make lives worse.
And it's not like they're going to use the same technology to try and find houses where there aren't anybody in there.
They
don't see people coming in and out, and maybe putting them together and taking the homeless people and putting them in the empty houses.
No, Matt, get
not going to do that.
Please, let's not be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah, very apt, the last bullet point you put there. Welcome to the dystopia. This is like the most dystopian thing I've heard in a long time.
Well, that's probably why Matt was like, if I'm going to do this show about tech, I should probably have Dave on, because Dave is going to make this terrifying and not fun. But my next story is fun, or at least a little bit of schadenfreude. What we got here is a judge throws out Elon Musk's lawsuit against an anti-hate group. In July of 2023, Musk and X sued the Center for Countering Digital Hate. The suit claimed that the CCDH was illegally scraping Twitter data. The suit was tossed out by Judge Charles Breyer, saying that X did not adequately even allege any losses from the scraping of the data, and that the suit was designed to attempt to punish CCDH and dissuade others from doing similar reporting. And my response to the judge is, duh.
I hope that the CCDH did not have to spend a whole lot on this lawsuit.
Yeah,
in fact, I hope that the judge awards them, what do you call it? Compensatory damages? Is that what it's called?
Fees, basically. They award them fees where And I don't know where this was filed. Probably, I guess I could find out. If it was filed in California, you can get your fees plus some if it's thrown out under the slap suit regulations. I would imagine that Musk probably didn't do this in California. And to be honest, I should have done more work researching this, but I had a lot to do today. So that's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. I do find it kind of funny that this guy just thought he was going to sue somebody for reporting on what his website was going to do, and that was going to work, what his website was doing, and that was going to work for him. You illegally scraped data from my website. Everything on your website's public, you fucking idiot.
Well, I feel like that's one of the problems with the way we have our justice system set up is the only damages we can offer to something like this, where it's a civil suit, it's not criminal. The only damages we can offer are monetary, and monetary damages don't matter to Elon Musk. Like, he's got so much money, like it's just coming out of his ears. To him, let's say let's say the CCDH was awarded like $1 million in compensatory damages. That wouldn't matter to Elon. Like, that's worth it to Elon to try and keep other companies from doing similar reporting, just like the judge said. So I feel like something like this, there should be more consequences for both Elon doing this and for Twitter as a company. Whatever it's called, X Corp, whatever it's called now.
Could you imagine him being sentenced to community service? The man hasn't done like a selfless thing in his life. You're like driving down the freeway. You're like, oh shit, there's Elon picking up trash on the side of the road.
Oh my God, that would be so great. I would love that.
But the people who have to do community service for other like minor crimes, they have enough problems as it is without having to listen to this guy tell them about like the future of Mars or some shit. While they're just trying to like this for the other people there. It's cruel and unusual punishment, right? Because nobody wants to hang out with this guy.
I feel like Elon Musk would try to claim that like working for Tesla or SpaceX or something is community service in and of itself.
So, but this is also good because he was threatening to sue Media Matters for a while. If this is any indication of how that would go, then maybe he's not going to do that. But also, he could have just been high and just been mad, threatening.
Well, like I said, though, there's no consequences to him doing it. He could file as many of these lawsuits as he wants and lose them all. There's literally zero consequences for him. He has enough money. Like, he will make more money during this frivolous lawsuit than it would cost him to file it and have it thrown out. Yeah,
well, except that one time when he got sued by his other shareholders in Tesla, and he lost like $50 billion in one day or something like that.
But even that, like, he's still got billions of dollars left.
Yeah.
He's still got more money than I will ever earn in my life, than all three of us will ever. Probably. Plus everyone who is currently listening to this and ever will listen to this throughout the history of time. All of us, if you take all the money that we will ever make combined, it's still vastly less than what Elon will make. Elon owns like what, $200 billion? So all of our money combined is still roughly $200 billion less than that.
Wouldn't it be great if he goes to like sue Right Wing Watch and under the slap thing, the judge is just like, well, now you got to give People for the American Way $75 billion.
It would be great. But even then, he'd still have $125 billion.
Or if they took Twitter from him, too, and gave it to Right Wing Watch, that'd be funny.
That would be great. Yeah, take his stuff. Don't take his money. Take his stuff.
Yeah.
Take his spaceship company. He'd be so sad about that.
Yeah, he would.
This is good. This is a good sign, because the last time he was involved in like litigation that was in the news that wasn't like shareholder related was that time with that diver, where he called the diver a child abuser, and then unfortunately the courts found that was not defamation of character or libel or slander or whatever it was, even though that man was relentlessly harassed as a result of Elon Musk calling him a child abuser. And so at least this time this guy lost. But like you said, HK, even if he had to pay the court fees or the lawyer's fees to the other side because this is a frivolous lawsuit, he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a punishment to him.
No, he probably found a way to write it off too, right? Like, awful.
Yep. Thank you for tuning in to How the Tech Are You? We do this show weekly, and we put it out on YouTube in multiple installments, and we also put it out as a podcast. If you want to check that out, that and our other podcasts are available on echoplexmedia.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to support us, you can do that at patreon.com/echoplex and eplex.store. And if you support us on eplex.store, you get to buy a lot of our merch. We have some really great merch, and every merch item that you buy supports the channel, and it supports our podcast network. So feel free to do that, and there will be another video for you right up here. Have a great Tekken week.